All right, we live and peace and love out there, family. Thank you for joining us today. If you're new to my channel, please like and subscribe. And I am Queen Tamara of Astral Healing Arts Wellness Center. Happy Thursday. And today we have a special guest. We're talking to our beloved Queen Zema Lovefire of her new business that I want her to tell us all about. I'm so excited to hear about it. I feel like I'm having a virtual tour today.
Yay.
Yay. Drum roll.
Yay.
Yay.
Alaikum Hamim, everyone. So excited to be here. Thank you for having me here, Queen Tamara.
Thank you. Thank you. So let's hear about your new exciting venture there, the Love Fire Wellness Parlor.
Yes. So as of October 8th, I had my grand opening. So I have what's called the Love Fire Wellness Parlor. And this is one of my dreams, to just be able to do amazing body work with people, energy work, Reiki and crystal therapy and vibrational therapy and sound therapy, and a wonderful place to house all of my holistic products that I make, from baths to elixirs and Reiki candles and all kind of herbal mixtures. So it's been amazing since day one. The community support has been nonstop. So
wonderful.
Yeah.
That is good to hear that. That is so good, especially at this time. I want you, for the listening audience who may not know you, can you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do? I know in addition to the wellness parlor, you also have the Indigo of Light School.
Yes.
Yes. So you want to just tell us a little bit about yourself?
Absolutely. Well, I am Zema Lovefire, Halima Wajet Satra Ifato Oseen, okay, white feather hawk. But I'm a spiritual minister, as well as being the founder and director of the Indigo School of Light Institute for the Golden Age. Aside from having the parlor, also a shaman. I do plant medicine ceremonies and retreats, healing retreats and things like that as well. So that's a little bit, about kind of what I do and how I got here. So I'm also a practitioner, of Ifa, as well as a student of, Sufi, a child of Allah, right? And a goddaughter of plant medicines. And that's kind of,
give thanks.
I wear a lot of different hats, but with my school, it's mostly focused on healing modality certifications, whether that's Reiki, sound therapy, color therapy, working with, different divination systems. I do a lot of those type of teachings, as well as doing rites of passage programs for our Nubian children. To learn who they are, what they are, and how to, be their beautiful spiritual selves, working with our young girls. And I'm slowly but surely inviting in the young men, working with other people. So I did a retreat back in June this year, which I call my Starseed Retreat, which was the first time I was able to have a co-ed, 2-day retreat, where we was able to work with the young girls and the young boys. And we was able to bring in some really strong male mentors that really fed into them. So that was really exciting. So yeah.
That sounds exciting. That's wonderful. Good. So about the new business, the Love Fire Wellness Parlor, what are some of the services? I know you just briefly mentioned them, but some of the services that people that you provide there for the community.
Absolutely. So the base of all of the services for the most part is, Reiki. So me being a Reiki master, Reiki practitioner and master teacher, certifying people. So I do Reiki sessions here, which deal with, also crystal therapy. So we're working with crystals that are aligned on the body as well. We're also working with what we call acutonics or vibrational therapy, which is using the tuning forks,
you do those as well. Okay.
Yeah. So going over your chakras, which is kind of what you call a chakra tune-up, if you will. Also, just offering also like entheogenic Reiki sessions, which is a mixture of getting a Reiki session with plant medicines mixed in. So I do offer that, which is very unique. Also, I offer cupping, which is a traditional Chinese medicine session where you have the cups, that are suctioned all over the back and over any type of problematic or inflamed areas, in the body. And I also offer yoni steaming here as well for women, dealing with everything from infertility to fibroids, stress, balancing out the hormones, things like that. So, yeah, that's probably
Wonderful. Wonderful. So you
a
cover
quick.
a lot of different modalities and areas. What can people expect when they come there to the Love Fire Wellness Parlor?
Well, first of all, when you walk in, which is what I hear from everybody, is there's this amazing warmth and comfort and
Give
grounding when you
thanks.
walk space,
Give
So,
thanks.
the lights are low, there's candles lit, there's incense burning. I have my oil diffuser going, we've got, scents of lavender and all kinds of wonderful lemongrass in the air. And so there's ambiance. You're going to get ambiance, you're going to get peace and quiet, you're going to get healing music, you're going to get these healing hands placed on you, and we're going to just tune you up, clean you up, and reset you. And so that's essentially what you come to get is some peace. A lot of people go to
Yes.
sleep, it's the best nap, you'll ever have, just a sense of well-being. When you come, you get well-being.
That sounds good. And that's so needed at this time because it's so much stress and tension in the atmosphere and so much fear going around. And many people are struggling with their mental and spiritual health right now. So to have a place like this in Georgia or wherever is really like a light in the darkness, And I've known you for maybe we've known you about a year now, I think. And so
Yeah,
just
couple of years.
being in your presence is healing and uplifting because you're always positive, you're always pleasant. And so I know the atmosphere there is going to be uplifting and empowering and give people that transformative healing that they're looking for.
Inshallah.
Inshallah. Yes.
You know,
Go
oh, go
ahead.
ahead.
No, it's your turn. Go ahead, Shia.
Just gonna say, the one of the other beautiful things, that I prayed for a long time with me having the parlor is being able to work on my family. Having a sacred, beautiful, amazing space for me to be able to, work on my generational, family. It's really important, us as healers, to not forget our bloodline and the work that we do. They may not always understand what we know, and they may not always gravitate towards it. But interestingly enough, one of my sisters came in for a session this morning, and I did a cupping session with her.
Okay.
And my other sister came yesterday, and I got my mom coming in, next week, and trying to get my aunties and my cousins in here and everybody, because, Allah said to me, I am blessing you with this space, and it is also for your family. It
Give
is
thanks.
for the community as well, but do not forget your family because they need this stuff too. And it's been a process with me with this healing journey and trying to figure out how to introduce what I do to my family. And I think that's a conversation we don't have enough, is how to introduce our family and relatives to, new ways of healing and modalities and
Yes.
spiritual concepts and stuff without being overbearing and without forceful, and also being able to offer it to them in a way that is digestible for where they are at in their lives, right? And
Yes.
so the fact that this, not only was it beautiful because my family were hands-on with helping me decorate and put the space together. And then after that, it was like, okay, well, come on. And, well, what do you do? And I said, just come and, let me show you instead of trying to explain it. Because when it comes to the healing work, it's really hard to put in a word sometimes what it is you actually do and what the expectation of the client, is, or what they may experience. So they were just like, it just was just beautiful. And I felt all this stuff and I feel relaxed. Like I feel lighter. And, you know, this is not about money for me.
Mm-hmm. It's a calling. Yeah.
You know, the money has been coming in because I've been, happy to just do the work and to be present.
Mm-hmm.
So I say I could tell a friend, hey, come get a free session, and then they may buy $100 worth of products.
Mm-hmm.
You see, and
Yes.
so it's really interesting. Like I may not charge my, but then somebody will call an hour later and book an appointment for something. Like we have to understand, how currency and how energy really works.
Yeah.
As our lives always taught us. When we give, you know what I'm saying. That is
Well
the great
received.
for us to receive our blessings in return, right? So
Yeah.
that's what we do here at the parlor.
Give thanks. That's vibrational healing. And it's
Mhm.
wonderful now that we're on the topic of family that you provide this space, this sacred space for family, because a lot of times when people like us who are light workers and medicine women and men, we do so much for healing ourselves and for the community. And a lot of times, some of us are like I want to say the odd sheep, because I don't want to make the little black sheep the bad sheep, but we the odd sheep in the family.
Wise sheep,
And the what?
right? The wise sheeps.
Why is she right in the family that they don't always overstand us, or sometimes there's rejection because when you walk the path of the medicine person, a lot of times that's viewed as something strange, something backwards, depending on what kind of family you grew up in. Some of us are fortunate that we were guided and groomed for this role, and then there's others that we had to remember it and rediscover our incarnation objective, if you will.
That's right.
And a lot of times the families do not resonate with us, and we ended up developing a soul tribe or a healing tribe outside of our biological family. But it's a blessing that your family um, have come to and embrace this path. That's wonderful, and the
Yeah.
guidance that you provide for them.
Yeah. I'm so grateful, and I'm in gratitude, So it's a different level of it's a different kind of high, natural high that you feel when you're able to bless your family with the work that you do.
Mm-hmm.
You feel a lot of beautiful things, when you're working on, other people, but when it comes to family,
Mm-hmm.
really reminds you, that this is really deep. You know what I mean? That I
Right.
get to those, that are this close to me, and it's something I've been wanting to do for years. The moment that I'm living in right now is what I have prayed for years,
Oh wow.
to be able to do
Mashallah.
something like this. So I am living my dreams.
Mm-hmm.
I am. And for
Mm.
that, what can I complain about?
Mm-hmm. Mm.
The grace that has been given to me, by the Most High, by Allah, by Muhammad, peace be upon him, the grace, you know, the grace. I just can't, the ease and the grace, the ease and the grace. It's just,
Mm.
I
Give thanks. Yes.
don't have any more words for that. It's a feeling, it's a vibe. So you feel
Yeah,
that.
yeah. So the grace and the manifestation is coming to into reality. And like you said, you prayed for this years ago.
Yeah.
Wow.
And patiently, awaiting, and it happened. I kind of made a joke, but not really. Back in after my birthday is on the 21st of August,
Mhm.
and the week after my birthday, I was driving down the street and I just saw a sign for a retail rental space. And I'd always said, if I, Allah, if you ever bless me with a space, please let it be a storefront,
Mhm.
windows, just that whole thing is what I would love to have. And so I was driving by and I saw the sign and something was like, call. It was a Wednesday. I called, set up a walkthrough on Thursday, said,
Mhm.
hey, give me the weekend to think about it. And then Monday, I got my keys. So I took September to get the space together. So the first month, I just said, you know what, it's going to take me a while to get the energy how I wanted, and find
Mhm.
all of the pieces, and, just taking my time and getting the help that I need. And, so the first month, I just designed and allowed the energy to just flow. And then so now officially we're open, and I'm just excited about that. And I made a joke because a lot of my friends have been opening businesses and storefronts and things like that, and I've been looking off and on for a while and just kind of wasn't really worried about it. I kind of you let things go and you just move on with your life, and everything kind of just came out of nowhere. And I made a joke. I said, Allah, I said, you blessing all my friends with all these beautiful, brick and mortar spaces, and I was like, well, what you got for me? And I just was driving, and I literally
Mhm.
just said that, just kind of being somewhat playful, but
Mhm.
sincere at the same time, but just in a loving, jovial mindset about it, not, and because I know my time will come when it's supposed to. And
Yes.
literally a week and a half later, I had a space.
Give
So
thanks.
it happened that quickly.
Mm. Yeah, that's wonderful. Wonderful testimony. Who do you think can benefit the most from the services and energy there at the Love Fire Wellness Parlor?
That is a great question. And I'm going to say literally everybody,
Mm.
age 0 up to the oldest elder that's walking on this planet right now can
Mhm.
benefit from this parlor. And I say that because with Reiki energies, there's certain energies, where I can work on pregnant women,
Mhm.
and those children still in vitro
Mhm.
can receive Reiki energy. And because I work with energies that deal with cleaning the DNA and neutralizing karmic energy and things like that, it's really amazing for a pregnant woman to come in and have Reiki sessions to be able to energetically cleanse anything that child may be bringing with them, that maybe could not, be, something that they need to have that's going to
Right.
create, any type of hardships in their lives. So we can neutralize a lot of that stuff so they can come in with an even, you know, cleaner path, if you will, because we're all going to have, certain things, but it's things like that, so I have Reiki babies,
Mhm.
and I say that, I worked on their mothers. And one of my Reiki babies I saw a couple of weeks ago at an event that the mother did, and I hadn't had an opportunity to meet her in person. I just seen pictures. When I tell you that baby, when I see, they're literally like, they stick their hands out and they know me. She's like, oh, she don't even realize. I said, she remember me. She know who
She remember
exactly
your
who I am.
voice. She know
She
you, yeah.
she know my energy. She remember, she would kick when I would have my hands over mom's stomach. So she knew, and when I was holding her, and she just looked at me and started giggling. Mind you, this baby's every bit of like 2 months old, right? And she
Oh.
literally just looked at me and her eyes lit up and she just started giggling. And I said, oh my gosh, she knows me. And she just was just, her whole face was just lit up. And she was like, yeah, she definitely knows who you are. So, my oldest client right now is probably about 82.
Mhm.
So, I work with everybody. I have patients who have sports injuries that
Mhm.
have a lot of relief. I have patients that are on kidney dialysis that come to me. I have clients,
That's good.
who have all types of ailments, from arthritis to, working through cancer treatments and, literally
Mhm.
everybody. If you have disease going on, you can benefit from the wellness parlor.
Mhm.
If you just want to do maintenance work, you can come to the
Definitely.
wellness parlor. If you're not sleeping, you got insomnia, you stressed out, you depressed, you just need a boost of energy. All of that is a great reason to come, and
Mhm.
see someone like myself.
That's good. And then also you mentioned the services for women with Reiki and the yoni steams, all of that for your
Infertility
reproductive
treatments,
health. Yes, definitely.
womb treatments, womb trauma, all of these
Mhm.
kind of things. I also do entity removal work as well. So,
Oh, good.
and that's a whole nother, level of stuff, not necessarily in the parlor, but additional service that I do
Mhm.
also.
Yes, very good. Okay, thank you. Can you share your contact information if someone wanted to reach out to you and visit the parlor and
Yes, absolutely. So,
is it okay if I put it in the comment section?
yeah. Please do. And I also talk it out. So, as far as social media is concerned, I'm Zema Lovefire, ZemaLovefire on IG. Zema Jackson is my personal page, or Zema
Okay, so
Lovefire.
it's at Zema. Slow, I can't type that fast. Zema Love Fire, right?
At Zema Lovefire.
Mm-hmm.
Um, it's some imposters out there, okay? So just
Mm-hmm.
know, look for the one that's got the most, activity and stuff, going on. So I've been battling a couple of other imposter pages, but
The
my
troll.
page has, yeah, my page has, a lot of followers and over 2,500 posts. So, look for things like that. I've been on there for years. So, and I think the picture I have on it now might have like a green head wrap on or something. Um, yeah, so Zema Jackson on Facebook, or Zema Lovefire on Facebook for my public page. Also, you can reach me directly, call or text 470-242-1659. And I can also be reached through email at zemalovefire@gmail.com.
Okay, so email, and you
Mhm.
said Zema
Yep, zemalovefire@gmail.com. ZEMALOVEFI.
at gmail.com. And the number again, the phone number?
470-242-1659.
All right. This is a touchscreen computer. It's kind of sensitive. So we got it. All right. Thank you so much, Queen. Thank you for taking some time out of your busy day at the parlor.
Yes, absolutely. Before we close out, I did want to
Yes.
mention, because I do facilitate plant medicine ceremonies for
Yes.
anyone who wants to reset, refresh, renew for going into 2023. This particular retreat, it is a plant medicine retreat. It's 2 nights, December 9th and 10th. We'll be up in the Georgia mountains and the cabins, rivers, nature trails, outside fire pits, breath work, yoga, holistic food, vegetarian food, and I don't want to say too much, because we're on YouTube, but you guys have my number and my email, and so reach out to me if you want the details on exactly, what we'll be doing more so. So I don't want to put too much out there, right?
Yes.
But yeah, so that's December 9th and 10th, and it's 2 days, going to be really, really great. Secluded area, live drumming, live music, so we're going to send you into the new
Good
year, right?
vibes.
Send you into the
Yes.
new year on a high vibration. So
Wonderful.
looking
That
to
sounds
that.
wonderful. All right,
Yeah.
Queen. Thank you so much.
You're
And peace
welcome.
and love, everyone out there who's listening. And may your day be filled with love, peace, and joy. Give thanks.
Thanks. You too.
Yeah.
Peace and love.
Peace and love.
Amen.
Amen.